So hi, I'm Jacob Teresi at the Air Force Academy. Our video is just going to be showing two simple experiments that you guys can do at home. And at the end, we'll talk more in depth about how they relate to rocket science, even though they seem really simple to do with just things like paper and a water bottle.
Hi everyone, I'm Yasmin. I also go to the Air Force Academy. This is my second year there. We'll be here live, so if you guys have any questions while the video is playing, just feel free to type them in the chat, or we can pause the video and answer any of your questions. And we also have time at the end left for you guys to ask questions as well. And we hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Hi, I'm Yasmin.
And I'm Jacob.
And we go to the United States Air Force Academy.
We're both members of the newly formed Blue Horizon Rocketry team, and we're here today to show you how to do some cool experiments at home.
The first thing we're going to teach you is the origami jumping frog.
And the second one is called the Cartesian diver.
As we play the pre-recorded videos, we'll be here live, so you can put any questions you have in the chat for us to answer. Our first experiment will be the origami jumping frog. For this experiment, you will need 4 items: a piece of paper, a ruler, scissors, and a pencil. The first step will be to cut your paper into a square. Ours is 9 inches by 9 inches, but any size square will work. From there, you're going to cut your square into half. So measure half, and then you'll split it up. This way you'll be able to make 2 frogs. For the next step, you're going to fold the top corners across the paper on both sides, making sure it is straight. And we'll do it again with the left side. Then you will turn the paper around and do the same thing at the top. The better your creases are from step 1, the easier your folding will be for this step. What you're going to do is pinch the creases and push down to make a triangle. You'll do this on both sides, creating a diamond. For this next part, you'll be making the frog's legs. You're going to do this by folding the crease of the triangle up and making sure that it is straight. And you'll do that for both sides, so that you have all 4 legs. Now you will flip it over, and you're going to fold a triangle from the bottom part up. For the next portion of the experiment, we will be folding the top parts in to make a triangle that will be the body of the frog and line up with the bottom triangles. Next, you're going to flip your frog over and fold over the back legs so that they're on top of the front legs, creating a strong crease. And finally, you have created your origami jumping frog. Okay, now that we've created our origami jumping frogs, let's see what we can learn. So what's happening is, as we're pushing our fingers down on this crease, potential energy is being stored, creating a spring-like tension. Once you release your finger, this energy will be transferred to the table, and then the table will push back on the frog, causing it to jump forward. This is a perfect example of Newton's third law, which is essential to rocketry, and states that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Now that we've shown you how to make the origami jumping frog, let's hop into our next experiment. For this experiment, you're going to need straws, small rubber bands, paper clips, ruler, and scissors. Here's what it'll look like when it's done. It's called the Cartesian diver. The thing you want to do is take your straw and fold it in half. The sides don't have to be too exact, but make sure that this crease at the top is very tight. Next, take these rubber bands and put them on the straw, and then twist the rubber band around so that it's tighter, folding back over the top of the straw. Do this with several rubber bands to make the connection really tight. Next, take the paper clips and bend the top hook part out so that you're able to slide it over top the rubber bands and in between the straws. Do this with several paper clips. Now you're going to take the scissors and cut the straw to be a little shorter. We suggest cutting right at the base of the paper clips. You can experiment using the other straws and see how the length of your diver affects the experiment. This next step could take some trial and error. We suggest getting a large open mouth cup in case you mess it up on the first try. What you want to do is drop your diver into the water and make sure that the air pocket from the crease is floating just above the water. The reason you add the paper clips is to add more weight to the diver. So if yours is too high or too low, try either adding more paper clips or removing them as necessary. Now that you've made your Cartesian divers, let's talk about how they work. Notice that when you squeeze the bottle, water is being forced into that little air pocket that's on the top of your straw. When this happens, the air levels, you'll notice, are decreasing. This is due to one of the three ideal gas laws called Boyle's Law, which states that pressure and volume are inversely proportionate. So, the volume of the total amount of air in there is decreasing, allowing more water to float in, making the diver heavier and causing it to sink. Once you get it all the way to the bottom, let it go to see it blast off like a rocket. We hope that you had fun with those experiments, and we also hope that these experiments help to show you how science is all around you in your everyday lives, from whether it's a folded up piece of paper or a water bottle with a straw in it.
While the science behind these experiments seems simple, they can be applied to really important things such as rockets. Thank you for watching, and we'll be sticking around afterwards to answer any of your questions.
Well, are there any questions about the experiments? No? All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the next segments of the live stream. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you so much. Those were some really fun experiments.